think my sense of smell is my worst sense. So
What's your best sense?
Yeah.
I think my best sense is my hearing, actually. Followed by like vision, but I wear glasses, so like it's maybe I don't know.
So your vision's not that great, but it's better than your smell.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Chanel, meet Rodney. Rodney, meet Chanel. The date has begun, y'all.
Hello? It's really hard.
What's really hard about this, Rodney?
The mic and trying to talk into it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You need to scoot more Chanel? Yeah.
We're just podcasting at this point.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much. It's a
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a weird
What should be
word.
the name of our podcast?
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded. Are you into podcasts?
I did a podcast with some friends during the pandemic.
Penny, what was it about?
It was about like sex and relationships, and my two other friends are Jewish, so they talked about Jewish culture. I'm not, so we called it Jews with Benefits.
Are you here to benefit?
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
So, what made you sign up for this show, Chanel?
Pandemic was tough. Just wanting to try something different, and I've tried to ask friends to set me up, and they know no single people, so this is where we are, and I'm excited for it.
Rodney, what's your benefit? Because you said you need a benefit. What's more beneficial than a Jewish man? So what's the benefit? You gotta come way harder than that.
List your facts right now. What you got going?
I just bring a lot of truth to whatever. Like I'm just a real person, so like you always know where I'm coming from. Like I don't play games.
You don't play games, eh?
I mean, I play games. I play board games. But like,
What kind of board games do you play?
mostly they are like made in Europe, actually.
How
So
specific.
For example,
Yeah.
oh, that's a.
Awful Season, the Holocaust reenactment. I don't know why I went there. I'm so sorry. I've actually been to a camp and it was very sad.
Oh, yeah.
This is me so sad.
You know it's going good when we're talking about darkness immediately, 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Rodney, you said that you don't take no stuff. Is that like Turner don't take no stuff or Shaq don't take no stuff? Like Bad Mama Jama don't take no stuff? You know what I'm saying? Or either you cake Tina May. You know what I'm saying?
We need a third option.
Right? Or just like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm up front with my feelings. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, like Charles from Aquarius.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm an Aquarius.
I don't know if that's. Can somebody tell me? I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus?
Yeah.
Yeah, go towards.
I have no idea.
Yeah, nobody knows, it seems.
Me and this guy, first of all, by the way, we're on a three-way date, because me and this guy, I'm still watching him writing, but this is another option over here.
Yeah, I think Chanel Rodney, because Chanel don't know what he looks like either, so you never know where this might
I'm
take a
here.
turn.
I'm here.
Rodney, what's something you're proud of?
I'm proud of overcoming a couple of adversities. You know, I grew up in a single parent home, and I lost that single parent. And but regardless of that, I put myself through college, and I'm a nurse now.
Hell yeah. Round of applause, Rodney.
Come on, Rodney.
Hell yeah.
If she don't date you, I date you, Rodney.
Hell yeah. We'll have a line. We are nice.
Okay. Chanel, do you judge a book by its cover?
At first, but then I sit back with it and I sit in it and I think about why it bothered me, because it probably is a projection of myself. So ultimately no, but at first I think we all do.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So what drags you, or not drags you, but what draws you into a book based on what it looks like?
Oh, like an actual, because now like novels or people.
Let's do people.
Okay, what draws me if I can laugh, it does nothing else matters. Like if somebody makes me giggle, that's really all once we get past that, we're friends.
Do you like forced jokes types of like laughter, or something that just comes natural?
I mean, I made a Holocaust joke, so I just feel like we can get to a laugh in any kind of way, you know. It's just as long as I get like, it's just some people are funny to me and some people are slightly less funny. So it's just like if you can make me laugh. Like there was this guy at my old job, married, multiple kids, but he was so fucking funny. And we were at an event, and I was just cracking up. My friend pulled me to the side, like, "Why are you flirting with the married man?" I'm like, "I'm not flirting. He's funny as hell. Are you listening to what he's
You're
saying?"
drawn to it.
Yeah, but I had to
for
stop
sure.
talking to him because I was like, "Oh, he thought I was flirting too." So I just like laughing at people.
So you like comedy, okay. So Rodney, what's a deal breaker for you
Ooh.
in a relationship?
Mhm.
Deal breaker. Let's see. I would say if I didn't feel like I could be like vulnerable with you, then like there's no reason to go on in a relationship. I need to be able to talk and like express my feelings and like hear your feelings and like we have to be on the same page about that stuff, I guess.
So are you looking for like instant vulnerability, or are you looking for something that's like kind of takes like a day or two to reveal itself?
No, definitely not instant, but like.
Just disclose all their history with life and everything.
Nothing like that, but like if I'm feeling like I want to like I'm dealing with something and I feel like I want to share it, then I just want someone to be open to hearing it. Like you don't have to be like give me your whole deal and stuff right off the bat. But
Well, two-part question. Do you have any friends you've had for a really long time?
do I have any friends that I've had for a real long time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, so the second part to that is I feel like with those friends, because they knew me when I was like way more immature, we've changed how we talk about stuff. So now I practice like asking people if they're ready to, like my best friend who I would call to vent to, I would be like, hey, can you, like, do you have capacity for a vent right now? Or like, I would be careful to be like, this is what I need from this conversation, because I think where people go wrong is like coming right into it emotionally and not telling the other person what they really want to hear. So then that reaction is not what you needed, and then you feel even worse, So yeah, I try when I can. I try to do that, but like sometimes you can't. So I think that also helps with vulnerability is like making sure somebody is not in the middle of their own shit when you go to them.
Right,
Not to say
right.
that has anything to do with me. That's just like it's their own thing.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, if someone else is experiencing their own stuff, then they're not probably the best person to unload on.
Yeah. It helps to know people for a long time. My best friend the other day called me telling me how much she had cried that day, and then she started crying again, and I said, hold on, please stop crying, just tell me what's wrong. And I couldn't do that if I had not known her for 10 years, literally, and be like, girl, stop crying. But if it's somebody I just met, I have to let them cry, and, listen,
Right. Yeah, be a shoulder to cry on, per se.
And for clarity, she was crying a lot. It was just, you couldn't stop at that point.
Got you.
Interesting. Chanel, what's something that you're really good at? Like, really good at. Somebody could hire you for it and pay you money.
Reading energy.
Reading energy? Do you have to touch the person to read it?
How do you go about that?
It depends on, it's kind of like, so say, if we have a small chat, I can probably give like these really decent advice, and I feel like there's a level of intuition to it. So it's like in between like coaching and tarot cards, basically. Like I can just, like when the connection's there, I know what I'm talking about, I just share it. And then sometimes the connection's like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Are we picking up any energy here?
Yeah.
No, we would literally, I would have to be like, maybe if the spirit moves me, I'll share it. Maybe a more practical thing is like, I'm good at event planning. Maybe that's a little more tangible thing than those two options.
Rodney, what about you? What is something that you're really good at?
I like what Chanel was saying, like being able to read people. I think I'm good at that, and on top of that, like kind of meeting them where they're at. But I guess more practically,
Drawing blood.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say yeah, for sure. Because I get paid for that now, so.
Audience, do y'all have a question for them? Feel free to shout it out if it comes to mind.
What's your signs?
What's your signs?
Taurus Aquarius.
Yep, Taurus Maker. Yep.
Do you know your Venus?
But
Whoa.
I don't know what.
Okay, that apparently the Venus is more accurate about your love life, and then the sun sign is more like your dominant
So
personality.
you know something about it.
I mean, I know my top three, and that's it.
Oh, you know, okay, you know.
That's
Yeah,
all that we're
yeah,
done.
yeah.
What activity would you go on if this was an activity date?
Oh, good question.
I'm single.
Okay, you go first.
This is a date for the first time. And I don't know anything about my date.
You have a blind date that you're setting up for your date.
I would say maybe like an escape room type of deal.
I swear to God. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not joking. I swear to God.
So y'all should obviously head over to escape room after the show. It's still open.
Because it's so hard to find somebody else to do an escape room.
Really?
So, yeah,
I have a
$30
group of
person.
friends that go and we do an escape. We did one a couple of weeks ago. We failed, but we
So you didn't have Chanel with you. You
That-
didn't
that-
feel like
I'm
it.
the key.
I'm getting us the fuck out of here.
Alright. We started off in a jail cell too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Go have
That
cuffs.
is.
Do they have cuffs?
No, they didn't cuff us, but I had to sit in a chair and get electrocuted to get us free. Not literally electrocuted.
Yeah,
like,
you're
it was
going
like-
out.
they-
That was
they had-
a result. Escape room.
Yeah, I mean, you're my type of person because I love them. That's just
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, I have a
Reading
very
it.
serious question.
You
Let's
go for
let you know a lot about people. And I'm gonna start with Rodney. Rodney, are you a Goonie or a Harry Potter person? Like if you had to be, would you be a Goonie or a Potter? So I just gotta know.
Are you the judge?
You know what I'm
Based on the
saying?
answer?
That lets you know a lot about a person.
There's no third option there.
Nope.
No, not in the world. No, never. Not even
You're one or the other.
one or the other.
Man.
And
Honestly,
the third option could be neither, and we would just know who you were.
if the two options were Goonies or Harry Potter, I would probably go with Harry Potter.
Chanel?
Slytherin.
See, you see what I'm saying? Okay, see, there we go. Do y'all like anime?
Yes.
Okay, see, there we go. Okay. Chanel?
I mean, yeah, I watch it. They're very long.
Yes.
I tried to go back and rewatch Dragon Ball Z, and then the battle just kept taking over, and it was like 20 minutes for one punch.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm 25
He was
episodes in.
charging up that spirit ball for 20 episodes.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I know there's more Gokus and Gokens, and we're good. We're fine. We're gonna survive.
And one more good serious question. How do we feel about no new friends, Chanel?
I think I felt that more when I was like mid-20s, but no longer because, again, pandemic. And thinking about, I really have, I have now 2 friends, and then I have a handful of friends I met through the process of applying to go back to school. So I have been really meeting new people, and that's been great because it gets you out of your head and out of your bubble.
And the 2-part question for that one is,
Mhm.
how do you feel about being friends with somebody before you guys actually kind of get together? Do you believe in a friendship in a relationship?
It's still for me.
Yeah.
I think it's critical. I think anything else is like a codependent compulsion. Otherwise, if you don't really know the person, how can you match up?
Rodney, how you feeling about those questions?
I love making new friends. Anywhere I can, I'll try to make a new friend. I went out to like a swing dancing event in Ann Arbor.
Thought you were gonna say swingers club or something. Alright, got it.
And I met someone there, and like we exchanged numbers. And you know, the next time I went, I was like, "Hey, I'm going back. You know, if you can come out." He wasn't able to make it, but I'm all about making new friends wherever you can. And I also agree that I would favor like being friends with someone before being like romantic with them. I can't say I've had a lot of experience with that, but I would love to do that.
So follow up to that
Just
question.
dig deeper, yes, please. Next
Yeah.
time.
I guess, yeah.
What is the quickest you'll get into bed with somebody after meeting them? I mean, we got time.
I won't, quickly, I'll answer two, quickly.
Rodney, would you agree or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not anymore, you know, we're in new phase, different.
True. Communication's key.
Yeah.
It seems. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's very interesting.
What do you go back to school for, Chicago?
I'm learning my MBA.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. That's been a journey.
What do you plan to do with an MBA?
Consulting,
All right.
and, you know, make some money and then give myself a early retirement fund.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Mhm.
I got laid off in 2020, as everyone else did.
Yeah.
And for the last couple of years, I've been exploring, and that's been great.
Hell yeah.
Like just doing my own thing, but this is like a path that actually like makes sense and is not like up and down. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also, there's a lot to do. Like, it's work at the same time, but.
Do you think it's beneficial to go to school for certain certain career paths, basically, since you went that
100%.
route?
Yeah, because I think that some companies are looking for students because they feel like, okay, this person's been trained, or we know they have the updated job knowledge, so they do pipelines from a company. From the school to a company. Whereas there are other people who might be applying for that are just resumes in a pile, unfortunately. So I ended up going to school because I didn't want to do what I did before, and switching was really tough over the last couple of years, so I ended up doing like random stuff. So yeah, I do think it's critical, but I think people can figure it out. I just personally, when I started this process of going back to school, everything clicked. When I was applying for jobs, nothing was clicking, so.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do either one of you guys have children?
No.
No.
Okay.
Audience, do y'all have a question?
What's your love language?
Ooh.
I feel like at different times I have different love languages. Like I like giving gifts. I like spending time with people. I like hugs. Like I don't see why you have to choose one love language. Like if you having a good time with someone, if you love someone, use them all.
All jokes aside, I think that guy is a scammer. Like, I think it came out that he just like made up some things. I could be wrong.
The love language guru person or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, definitely 5. So it made a book about it. No. But yeah, I think definitely. I think it depends on the time. I mentioned codependence before, and that is like not just a buzzword. Like, I'm a recovering codependent. Anyone knows that means that you come from a family with a history of unhealthy attachments. So I'm like actively trying to practice not being an overgiver and not being like too clingy, because it's just it makes life unsustainable. So I like to receive things, and I practice not trying to prove myself to people by doing things for them. So I try to balance it out.
Yeah, good on you. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
be self-aware.
Thanks for
honestly.
being so open.
Anybody else? Oh, you're not supposed to talk
I
about
know, yeah, you're not. What's an odd talent that y'all have? Don't race to the.
I can drive really good at a fast pace.
I can do that too because I grew up in Chicago. So
You grew up in Chicago. How long did you before you moved to Michigan?
I moved out here when I was 18 to go to school. And then I went to school, I got a degree, and then I worked, and then went back to school, I got another degree, and now I'm working. Yeah, never mind. I like it out here.
Interesting question. Go ahead, audience. Anybody?
How important is moisturization?
That is a
Extremely.
good question.
In all avenues of life.
Yes.
Is there a top brand that comes to mind that like is like your go-getter?
Water-based.
Water-based? Oh gosh, Rodney?
I'm exploring new moisturizers, so I don't, have to keep on.
You have a facial care routine?
So I tried, some years back I tried this for like 30 days and it did help like clear my skin and I need to get back into it. So currently no, but I
did it once and it does count, it counts.
but no, it helps. Like it's something I've been wanting to redo.
Recently I got the best facial of my life at Brown Girls Cosmetics. I will plug it because she's that good.
Mhm.
And she advised me because I was like, oh, I have oily skin. She's like, girl, you're not oily, you're dry, and then it's producing oil. So ever since she said that, I just put on like a basic moisturizer at night, and I'm no longer oily. So I have like a bare bones thing that I do, but it actually very much makes a difference even if I miss days. So I was just curious because that's like an evolution of man kind of thing.
Rodney, would you go to a manicure or a nail salon and get a manicure pedicure?
Yeah,
Yeah?
absolutely.
Chanel, would you?
No, I think that's scary. No, I'm just
So I guess we're big on self-care, huh?
Yeah.
That's fine. Question, are ligers real?
Tigers and lions fused together?
What, is that just a line
That's a liger.
Is that where that originated in Napoleon?
That's the first place I heard of it.
That was a side note. Game changer. That wasn't that on VHS or something? How do we all watch that? That was great. That's the last classic. No.
The last class.
I don't think so.
You don't believe no ligers?
Never seen one.
So you have to see it to believe it?
An animal crossbreed? Yes. Specifically, yes.
I'm gonna agree, yeah.
You said that was the last classic. What kind of movies do you like?
Okay, I'm joking because but I'm just thinking like, think about when, because I'm assuming you're old enough for like Netflix DVDs, right?
Yeah.
Like think about that. We all watched Napoleon Dynamite and it wasn't streaming. How is that? That's amazing. It was like an independent film.
Right.
What kind of, I love all kinds of movies. I'm not big on rom-coms. I'm more of like a mystery, thriller, action, comedy type of person.
What's your favorite all-time movie?
Okay, this is so crazy. Walking Tall with The Rock.
Because of the movie or because of the rock?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's comfort. I don't know. I like Johnny Knoxville. It's just comforting. There's black movies too. I like a lot of black films. Support black art. That's my favorite.
Rodney, what about you? Movie, like what's your go-to genre?
I agree with Chanel. I'm not a big fan of rom-coms, although I think my favorite rom-com I saw last year, it was just called Bros.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But generally I'm not a fan of rom-coms, but I like action, thrillers. I like horror movies, but I'm generally not scared of them. I just enjoy them for whatever reason.
Fun fact, there was a local comedian, Justin Covington, that was actually in Bros. So, check him out. He was actually in the movie Bros. He's a local Detroit comedian that moved to New York. That's the movie Bros.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
What's your favorite HBO show that's on right now, or has been on the last year?
HBO, like including HBO Max.
Yeah.
What other HBO?
All time and current, I guess is a better way to ask it.
All time, okay. That's hard, cause I grew up watching Tales from the Crypt. I really loved. I really loved it as a kid. I went back and watched them like as an adult. They were super cheesy after like the first season. I like, and again, this is HBO Max. I like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, yes. The newer one
That's
or?
an ABC show. I'm talking about an HBO series.
HBO Max, so I
An
can
HBO original, like an HBO Max original written.
Prestige TV.
You got the app, Rodney. Let me ask you that. You even have the app.
I do that.
Right, like if you
You got the app. Yeah, you got the app. You have the app,
You
Rodney.
seem like I'll watch TV a couple hours a week kind of guy. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many other things to do, and I try to limit how much I watch, but like sometimes I'm tired, and I'll just like lay in bed and watch whatever.
Well, my answers are Sopranos and Succession. Insecure is also there, but
Game of Thrones.
yeah. See, it's too much show. It's hard to do like that. 7 episodes of an hour, like a lot. Succession and R.I.P.
Are you a homebody, Chanel? Because you mentioned that, you kind of watch TV shows, and Rodney was like, "It's so many things to do." So I mean, are you?
Right, yeah, he's like,
No shame whatsoever.
I think especially after the pandemic, before I moved back home, I lived in Austin, and I was out a lot more then because I was on my own, and just if I didn't leave the house, I didn't see people. Now I'm a little bit more in, especially like literally the first weekend that I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go out the house, I get posted. So I have not, I don't do a lot, but yeah, I'll go out like, whatever, I'm open.
Chanel, are you originally from Detroit or are you originally from Austin?
No, I'm originally from, my mom's side of the family is all here, so I'm technically originally from here, but I've lived a lot of places.
What brought you to Austin? I only ask because I'm from Austin.
Oh, really? Work. I had a place on 51st and 35.
Damn.
Where did you live?
Good for you. I mean, I lived in the suburbs, but
No, girl. It was like a hotel that they like turned into like a quick condo, but it was.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was
I used to
across
live
the
on the
icon.
side off of, it's been a while, but okay, it's not my thing. Rodney, what's your favorite smell?
Favorite smell?
Yeah.
So I like to put the disclaimer out. I think my sense of smell is my worst sense. So
What's your best sense?
Yeah.
I think my best sense is my hearing, actually. All my like vision, but I wear glasses, so like it's pretty good. I don't know.
So your vision's not that great, but it's better than your smell.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Do you have a deviated septum, or whatever that thing is called?
I don't think so. I don't have issues like breathing when I'm asleep or in general, so no.
Not a heavy mouth breather.
If I'm really tired, like physically exhausted, I will snore so loud, and it's like, and I'm aware of it too. It's like the strangest sensation.
I'm gonna get the good question, Chanel. This stuff you gotta ask. Do you snore? We just
Absolutely good question. I don't think I snore all the time. I think I do snore when I'm really tired, and
Yes.
I don't have sleep apnea. Like I double check, but I do want to raise my senses. So I think touch is one because I feel things pretty well. What is it? Talk, hear, see. Oh wow.
Touch, see, hear, smell, taste.
Taste.
Oh, taste. No, taste is first. Touch is second. Nose is third. Nose are tied for first. Okay, let me tell you something. Hearing, it's going. It's on its way out. I got LASIK twice. And it's going away. It has like an expiration date, so I'm back to glasses too. But it was so great while I had it.
So I remember working with somebody, and he was telling me that he got LASIK and it just like reversed itself. And then also, like a few years back, that news lady like killed herself after getting LASIK because her eyes were so dry. So I was like, never.
It was so wonderful. You have no idea. Waking up without your glasses for once, bro, life changing. I had glasses since a baby, so I
I haven't had them since like 14.
Oh, okay. You don't get it. I'm just joking. No, I would definitely like. It was so nice, like just to not wear them, and I might even go back to contacts just because.
Oh, I hate contacts. I hate having to touch my eye.
Yeah.
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 Chanel, what's the dumbest way you've ever been injured?
So good news is I don't get too injured. But when I was a baby, I broke my leg on a McDonald's slide. That smells like and we didn't sue. I don't think we thought about it back then. I just had a cast for a while. It was fun.
Damn.
Good
You could have been rich right now.
I do not remember it, y'all. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay now.
Rodney, what about you? Do you have a dumb injury?
Yes, as a child, like we were doing fireworks and whatever, and like one of the fireworks shot off and hit me like straight in the chest. And all I remember was just flying back, waves.
You caught air?
I think so. The way I remember it, I did, but maybe I didn't catch as much air as I think I did.
Did you burn your chest hairs like Michael Jackson did?
I was a child. I didn't have to.
That's why y'all have none. Y'all burnt them before they got here.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why.
So I got a quick question. What's your family or friend? What's your like nickname that you grew up with, and why did they give it to you? Because you know families always give you that. You know a lot about family. Why did they give you the nickname? What was it and why?
Oh man. So okay. Here's some like real honesty here.
We love honesty.
My sister, my older sister, for whatever reason, I don't think I ever actually knew. Okay.
Right.
She used to call me Stank. I don't know why. I don't remember like being odoriferous or anything like that. But like at like 3-4 years old, that's what they used to call me.
You can have one bad diaper and black people will be like, you stank.
Well, you didn't stink that bad because they ain't call you stank. So they right, you just regular
True,
stank.
just the one, yeah.
Right, Chanel, family nickname, what was it and why?
It's honestly very personal. I can't believe I'm sharing it, but they call me Nene.
Nene? Okay.
Like everyone calls me Nene. Like if I could call Chanel even that, I'm like it doesn't feel right hearing it from my kids.
What's the most important food at the cookout?
Ooh.
At the cookout.
And what?
What's the most important food at the cookout?
Ooh. I would say if it's a good cookout, the ribs.
Yep.
Pork or beef?
Ooh.
I prefer. So, my uncle has his own business and he mostly cooks pork ribs, but I generally like beef. But like the way he cook them, I go for the pork ribs.
Dry or wet?
Wet, always wet.
Hey, I just got
Great answer.
Imagine how mad you would be if the chicken was dry. So that's where I
Well, you know that type of cookout you're never coming back
yeah,
to.
you would leave early.
What about you, Chanel? What's your cookout?
The chicken.
Oh, the chicken. Oh, gosh.
If y'all don't have Frank's right out, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Worst sexual experience.
Worst sexual experience? Let's get into it.
And why?
So I'm a taller guy, and like in one of my past relationships, you know, we tried to have sex in the car, and like car sex does not work for me whatsoever.
What kind of car was it? What make,
It's like
year,
a
model?
mid-sized sedan. I don't know what. It was too small. That's all I remember.
Were you using a cup holder?
Like I myself couldn't fit in the back seat, let alone another person.
Gives you a visual there, Chanel. What about you, Chanel?
Man, the fact that I have multiple.
We're ready for all of them. We have time.
Probably the worst one was this guy. Again, this is pre healing, right? This guy also met with on an app, and like when we first we had a conversation, and he told me that he had been engaged and they broke up. He was getting pushed into marriage. We had this like deep adult conversation. So then later on, like I don't know. I texted him. He came over, and I didn't realize how drunk he was because he very much was like not really drunk. But he came in and sat in my chair and fell asleep. Like he was knocked out, right? And in the middle of the night, you just wake up and say sexual stuff. I'm like, I swear I didn't fall back asleep. And I'm so what's happening? Like I was safe the whole time, but this is what changed my life because after he left, I was like, I had a stranger in my house and I went to sleep. So nasty. But the worst part of it is we woke up. We did hook up because I was like, clearly this is he's ready. He's been ready all night. I'm so afterwards, I talked to him about like my relationships and trying to be mature. After all of that, he lectures me about how I'm getting too serious too fast and talking about relationships, and he just doesn't. I bring up relationships way more than anyone else he knows, and I'm like, I literally brought up relationships because he did, and I was like, oh, I don't want to seem like immature. And the craziest part was he said I was coming on too fast. I'm like, I don't even care that we just had sex. You can go. It's not. That's what clearly the actions matter more than the words, right? So that was when I said I just got lectured after like literally nursing this man to sleep.
I don't know what part was the worst about that. The fact that he kept waking up like happy, like I'ma tear it up.
That always made it work. That was hilarious, like what did he say? And in the morning he didn't know anything. He was like, what? He goes, why don't we have sex over here? I said, I thought you were asking for it. He was like, I don't know. Me? So,
passenger seat next time, Rodney. Passenger seat. Well, since we're here now, how do we feel about sending nudes to one another? How do we feel about nudes? People sending you unsolicited nudes.
Unsolicited?
Well, Chanel, because sometimes for women we get pictures of things that we didn't
For no
know.
reason.
I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure nobody that knows here. Is anyone I know here?
They're never saying, you don't say the world.
I once had like a, younger. I had like a secret calculator app that I saved. I saved pics that I received in, and I had pics. Like it was a collection over years, right? I don't know, hold on. They were consensual pictures, just like over the years. And one day I accidentally deleted it, and after that I was like, I'm done with nudes. My collection's gone. It was. Does that sound terrible? That sounds terrible.
That you lost.
It's good for show content.
27. Did you make it into a collage?
No, it was just like, I didn't want to save them in my camera roll, right? So it would be like,
That's
put
smart.
them here, right? And then after a while, they pile up. So
So what other new collection do you have ever since that?
I turned it over.
We haven't like started like a
I was
different.
like, that was a sign I need to get out of this business.
Out of this business. I already saw that you had a business going. So.
Yeah, I'll get a soda. But I think in hindsight though, right, I don't want to do I'm scared of revenge porn at this point in my life, so I won't be doing that.
Do you require nudes
For
from
our
her?
this audience.
Sorry, what?
Do you require nudes, Rodney?
Do I require nudes?
No, I'm saying, some guys, how do you feel about nudes? Some guys like, send me pictures, and
It's like a need.
No, it's not a need for me. Like, if we're comfortable, we've been going out for a while, whatever, and that's where it goes, and that's fine. But like, I'm not gonna just randomly send you a dick pic or anything like that, or yeah.
What happens if like you're in a relationship and it's been a minute, like a few months to a year, and like maybe you have like an issue, which like down there, would you then be like open-minded to send like just a dick pic, just be like, hey, does this look like a normal little bump? My brain goes, I don't know, tell you.
Block.
Good
Let's
answer.
go to the fucking doctor.
Right.
And then you need to tell me what your results are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm also a medical professional, so
True.
I feel like I would be privy to like, oh, this is something I can take care of. I would let my partner know if I did come down with something so that, you know, you take care of it. But
So you have a healthy supply of antibiotics, is what you're saying?
That would happen. It's always
access to
cool.
it.
He's always like, I don't know how I got it yet.
Since we kind of already like brushed through that realm of life, do y'all like or enjoy sex in like liquid, like water? So showers, pools, jacuzzis, or do you find an issue?
No preference.
No preference?
I think the only issue I have is like sex in the shower. That just seems dangerous to me. Unless you have a bunch of handlebars around, like
You see the slippers?
yeah, like I don't want someone busting your head up and I'm naked. Like that's too much to deal with. Yeah.
Have you had people come through as a nurse who have fallen in the shower? And this is like why you're scared.
Yeah, what is the craziest like experience you've had on duty?
Ooh. Let me go back. I mean, you know, people come in and they say, you know, oh, I got a cucumber stuck up my butt because it's my birthday. Like, you know, stuff like that.
Is that a regular occurrence?
Not as regular as I'd like it to be, but it happens.
Wow.
Key words here, Chanel.
I'm assuming he means that more than gunshots. Like that's better.
True.
Are you an ED nurse, Rodney?
No, well sometimes I go to the ED, but I'm not specifically an ED nurse. I am ICU trained. Right now I'm just float nurse, so we just go around to whatever unit that needs help, and I'll be there for the night or whatever.
So you have like night shift.
Yeah,
That's tough.
I like it.
What time do you wake up?
Like after a shift?
Yeah, like because the thing is you gotta have a day, you know? You
Right,
work
exactly.
hard, Yeah.
No, so if I'm in between shifts, I go to sleep after a shift, say like, because usually I come home and I eat and everything, and I go to sleep and usually it's about 10. If I want to do anything during the day before going back to work, I would wake up at like 2 p.m.
Okay. Doable.
So before we get fully more into it, I think it's time for the big reveal. Taking the point. Before we get started, though, Chanel and Rodney, how are y'all feeling about your date so far?
I'm intrigued.
You're intrigued?
This is so scary. Just had a great time, but now I'm like, I don't ever want to see you. Let's keep it in the pod.
Yeah, keep it podcast, like virtual.
Audience, do you feel like there might be like some kind of vibe happening between them? Chanel and Rodney, it's time to take off your blindfolds. Don't look up in the light. Look down for a little bit, and then get your bearings for a moment. Look at the audience. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yep. Very blinding for a moment, obviously with the lights. And then take a moment and look at each other. Rodney, Chanel, that's Rodney. Stare at each other's eyes. Oh, he's gotta get his glasses on, obviously. There, stare at each other. We're gonna test you on the eye color, the shape of the mouth. I don't know. I don't really do that. I just wanna make sure y'all looking at each other. How are you feeling now that you can see everything?
That's an awkward way to ask that question. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Yeah, this is better. Who?
Yeah,
Who's the other person
who's
on the next
this
one?
week?
I think you know who's been yelling the most.
Yeah, after someone over there.
They're not gonna say.
Yeah,
They're not
I'll
gonna
say.
say.
It might have been me. It might have been me.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think you guys are a fucking great couple. This is the best date I've seen since
Oh,
I
yeah.
Who's recording in the next picture?
I don't know. You never know. You can't see. You don't know. Who's to say?
I should disclose.
No, you shouldn't.
This is a phone recording inspector.
Well, that's mine. That's my personal property.
Um,
Come to the show.
Can you cut out everything embarrassing?
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Can you define what's embarrassing though?
Nobody was with me on the secret app.
No, I thought that was smart. I didn't know you can hide.
I didn't know
pictures
either.
of this app.
That was just guilty silence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So to continue the questions, because we still want to get to know y'all. What do you take? Either one of you, do you prefer to take the lead in the bedroom, or are you more submissive? Or is it kind of like feel what's happening in the moment?
I can go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can swap every now and again.
No, I'm lying. I'm just there.
You're just there. Whatever happens.
You just think, anybody got go-to songs? Anybody got a go-to, like, this is my one right here. Go-to artist?
No, just the vibes.
Just the
Vibes. Oh yeah. Audience, you got any more questions to keep going?
What side of the bed?
Ooh.
So I thought about this before coming here.
Oh, interesting.
Mostly I'm on the left, but sometimes I switch over to the right.
It depends on what the door is, right? Is left closer to the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I sleep close to the door too because of that. I feel like if you sleep alone, you sleep by the door, no?
I never really thought about it. Sometimes
It's
like
like a psychology to like
Right.
defense. Like
yeah,
you're
no,
ready,
yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes though, like the window's on the right side, so like if I want to breathe, I'll sleep on the right.
Because your smell is not very good. You gotta make sure.
It's not my worst sense for sure.
Firm mattress or soft mattress?
Fine.
Bacon fried hard or crispy?
Crispy.
Okay. These are important questions.
Have either of you traveled overseas?
Oh, good question.
No,
No?
unfortunately.
What about eating ass?
I was gonna say,
You went from
Answers all over the city.
It's not much easier to answer questions from the blind. Like she said, if you could travel overseas, what was like the ideal destination for either one of you guys?
Chanel?
I mentioned like I literally have been to a concentration camp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been to
Oh. I thought you went to like what was Farmington Hills area where there's
No, I
torture
don't.
bed.
I think I still have not been to like the African continent, so I would like to go anywhere there. That's for sure.
What was your favorite concentration camp?
That's a loaded question.
This is going to share Rodney to your podcast meetings, by the way.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna see one of them on Sunday, so I'll bring this up.
The topics tonight, the topics.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have to come back.
Yeah. Rodney, what about you? What's a good destination overseas for you?
Like Iceland or a couple of friends of mine wanted to go to Japan, which I guess they just opened up again, maybe. Is what one of my friends was saying.
Hey, do any of y'all got anger issues? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
I think that my problem is sometimes I cannot express myself in the moment, and then I go and I get so much more mad because I think about like, oh, I didn't stand up for myself, so that compiles it. So I practice saying like, oh, I this or I that, like in the moment. But I don't think I have any anger. Like I really hold stuff back because I feel like if I going back to like the reading energies thing, I feel like when I do get mad, I say stuff that's too true, and it's worse. So I just try to process it healthy and not. Yeah, I don't do a lot of yelling.
No, I don't yell a lot either.
Have y'all physically like punched a wall or a door or
No.
anything like that? No? Okay, good. Safe environment. I guess.
Although I did when I was a child.
Oh, go ahead.
I run my nephew into a door. He split his eye open.
What?
Yeah, it was an accident. We were
Is
just
that-
playing.
Is that why you're a nurse now? Because you
No.
saw the impact?
No.
Rodney, do you have a best pickup line? Like if you go to a bar or a club or somewhere, a coffee shop, and
No.
you see a person? If you see a person randomly and like you like meeting people, how do you approach them? Especially if you feel like there's an attraction there.
I will try to bring up something I find interesting about them visually.
So like compliment them?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Chanel? Do you have pickup line or?
If I like them, I'm on the other side of the room. Very hard to approach a person. I mean,
That's
I
fair,
want
that's
anybody,
real,
but if they're
yeah.
cute, I'm like, won't even make eye contact, so I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I think a really important question these days now is look like communication. What is your preferred like form of communication? Do you prefer text, calling? 'Cause some people
Email.
do not like texting.
Mhm.
Some people hate calling. Some people like staying in the DM. Like, what is your like? What is your mode of communication? What do you like? What do you prefer?
I'm texting, I will see a text, so texting, and then, like, I think just being present when you do communicate, so like, you don't have to, like, nobody has to text me back right away, but when you do, like, just wait to text until you can actually say the thing you wanna say back, I think, is where I'm at.
Yeah, I enjoy face to face, but I like what you're saying with texting because like a lot of people can get the wrong idea or get the wrong implication from text or whatever. So you have to be very clear on like how you text, and also I found with some of my friends with shorter attention spans, not to text too many things at once. like if I have multiple questions, I ask one question at a time because then. If you ask them all at once, you only get one answer, and you might have like 3 or 4 questions a day.
So if you guys are like dating, how do you feel about like phone calls? So if the text is getting kind of misunderstood, or you're not communicating, are you okay with just picking up the phone? Or some people just hate calling. Like, do you guys physically like, hey, we've been texting enough? Can we call, or can I call you throughout the day? Just curious.
Or you're gonna actually like to drive to physically see each other every time you don't want to text?
Save it, just hold on to it, I'll see you in 30 minutes. No, I think I think it's just about feeling organic, like, cause I try not to overthink it. If I would call a friend to say anything, I would call a person I'm getting to know, like, it should be that. If I don't feel that comfort, I probably am not actually compatible with the person, I feel like. But this is a very important question we did not ask up front. iPhone or Android?
Oh, I know it might be.
I don't know, the hesitation or the answer.
I'm an Android. You know it. What are you?
There's a look.
There's a look.
I told you Twitter. No, it's like every person I know who has Android is like, it's a better phone. It's you seem like you would actually research the thing you would buy before you buy it instead of just going for the craze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a new phone. I'm just.
Wait, are you an iPhone? Okay. Because only iPhone people ask, are you iPhone?
Because we get the shitty photos from the Android.
I mean, I hate it. Like, I'm in debt to them for thousands. Like, I just have all the devices, but who knows? Like, also FaceTime, right? Like, being in a distance when I lived far, FaceTime, like, nobody in my family knew how to log into Skype. You know what I'm saying? So FaceTime, like, I can call my grandma.
Right, yeah.
My relationship wasn't made if my boyfriend didn't get an iPhone. Like, it wouldn't have made it. I couldn't take it. It wouldn't have made it.
I do know a colleague nurse who got an iPhone just so that she could like communicate better with her boyfriend. I don't think I'm on that level yet, unfortunately.
Audience, do y'all have a question for us? Yeah.
I want to know, what is the most impressive thing in your household that you fixed or installed?
Oh,
wow.
Damn. Yeah, that came from the heart too.
Surface level.
Surface level.
I'm not super handy, honestly. I would love to be more handy, but I'm not.
House plant.
I don't have any plans.
At one point in time, I referred to myself as a home improvement hottie because when I had my condo in Austin, I put up shelving by myself. I put up like the rack in the laundry room. I would assemble furniture. I spray painted stuff to be on theme. Like
You don't need no
I love,
hands.
yeah, I don't like, I can't like woodwork stuff, but if you give me the IKEA stuff,
You got it. I mean, you'll compliment each other on that sense. Yeah, you can
I
buy
mean,
it
also like,
yourself.
it's a memory I have with like my dad. Whenever I moved into a new apartment, he would help me put together like the furniture. So it's just something, like he's alive, but it's just something that I would like do. You know, if that makes sense.
Which one of y'all know how to cook? Does anybody cook?
Me either.
Oh. Okay, well, I can cook. I don't cook for. Don't expect me to cook. That's
I cook for myself mostly, so.
What do you mean?
I'm more I'm like
You meal
trying out.
prepping?
Huh?
You meal prepping?
Yeah. That's impressive.
Well, nurses I think are more like health conscious and responsible sometimes.
There's a lot of that aren't. There's a lot of them that aren't. Yeah.
So before we wrap things up with your date, because the time is starting to come, I do a little quick this or that game just to see if there's any more similarities between y'all or if there's differences that maybe you could work out as time goes on. We've got a couple, like the Android and iPhone question, but I just want one or the other. You can't say both, all right? We got to be kind of quick on it, all right? Pineapple on pizza or pineapple off pizza?
On.
Bad breath or bad odor? Air guitar or air drums?
Guitar. Air guitar.
Drums.
Netflix or Hulu?
I have to say who, honestly.
Yeah.
Netflix. Art museum or history museum?
Art. What is history museum? It's the same thing, right?
I would say the Holocaust Memorial, like more history, art, vocab, art. You're right, you're actually technically right as well. Rodney, did you pick? Sorry.
Art.
Okay, night or morning?
Night.
Camping or glamping?
I can't say either.
Nope, we're gonna say one or the other. Glamping. Coffee or tea?
Matcha.
Tea.
Sight or sound?
Sound.
Sight.
Family or friends?
That's a hard.
You gotta pick one or the other.
Right? Yeah.
Family.
That's a hard choice. Yeah, I guess I have to say family too.
Reality shows or documentaries?
Reality. Although I do like some. Yeah, reality.
Leader or follower?
Leader.
Dirty kitchen or dirty bathroom? It's always a fan favorite.
Like, which one you would prefer?
Yeah,
Which
you
one-
gotta pick one or the other. So you're living in a house, do you prefer your kitchen to always be dirty?
Oh.
Or do you prefer your bathroom
Kitchen.
to always be dirty?
Kitchen.
Now, what you say when you say dirty and when I think of dirty is probably like it never gets dirty.
Like filthy,
So bad.
like it's just like gross.
Oh, I do exactly. what you-
Either one, both of them are gross.
Bathroom.
Bathroom?
I'm not having a
Poop
roach.
on the wall.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Brand name or generic?
Generic.
Friends.
Ooh. Poem or story?
Story.
Wait, what was the first?
Poem or story?
Oh, story.
Salary or hourly?
Hourly.
Salary.
Ketchup or ranch?
Ketchup.
Show or tell?
No, wait, you
Oh, sorry.
Ketchup.
Show or tell?
Tell.
Tell.
Logic or emotion?
Can you have both?
No. Go for this.
Honestly, logic.
Time or money?
Money. No.
Time? In what
Yes.
aspect?
You gotta pick one. Do you want more time or do you want more money?
Time.
Time.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
I was born in the winter though, so summer.
Puppies or kittens?
Puppies.
Oh. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Waffles.
Lights on or lights off?
Off. That's not sexual. I just am in my room with no lights on all the time.
I would say lights on.
Planning it or winging it?
Winging it.
Toilet paper over or toilet paper under?
I'll flip it over at your house.
And last but not, did you answer? Sorry.
I'm trying to think, what's my toilet paper at? I think it's over.
Or do you have it like sideways?
I like all people.
Okay.
I even.
No, because I think I like, yeah. I think that's, yeah.
And then last but not least, personalities or looks?
Personality.
Oh,
Oh, that was great.
Audience, give them a round of applause.